Hello YouTubers, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, let's talk about this Technics SL-Q3. This is a quartz lock direct drive automatic turntable. The problem of this unit, it has no power. I already plugged the unit in 100 volts. This is the step down transformer. I'm going to push this power button on. No light in the strobe in a 33 RPM speed. No red light. The normal of this unit, if you turn on the 33 RPM, it has a red light, and also the strobe light will turn on. Even if I will push this start and stop button, it won't spin. It means no power. Let's check inside what's going on in this circuit, especially the power section of the circuit. Now this is the upper part of the turntable. This is bottom part of the platter. It has this IC. Let's hope that these two IC are all in good condition. If not, it's hard to find this IC. So let's check first the power section. So the power section is here. This is the filter cap, bridge diode. This one here is the regulator IC 7812. Now let's check the bottom of this turntable. This is the bottom part of the turntable. This is the power supply. And check the power supply. This is the secondary going to this part here. The primary, this is going to step down transformer. So in this video, I'm going to troubleshoot first from the secondary side. Let's check here the voltage. Then it will go to the diode. This is bridge diode. These 4 pins, 1, 2, 3, and 4. These two, this is connected here. This is AC. Then it will rectify. Then the part here, this is now the B plus, and this is the negative in basic. So I will term this as positive, and this is your negative. And from the positive side, it will enter to the regulator IC. This is the regulator IC. This is in the center pin, ground, or the negative side. Then out. The out here is now regulated 12 volts. Now let's turn the unit on and let's check first the voltage from here going to this regulator IC. Now I already plugged the unit, and in this video it's hard to share, guys, the reading of my multi-tester and to check here. So every position here, I'm going to draw it on a paper. Hope it will help you guys, especially to a newbie in this troubleshooting. So first thing I'm gonna do, I'm going to check from the primary going to this part here, these 2 pins. This is AC, so I'm going to set my multi-tester to AC. Then I don't know the output voltage of this one, so you must set your multi-tester to a higher voltage. Don't go below 50 volts. It's better if you go on 50, but in my part, guys, I already troubleshoot many times here. The maximum voltage of this power transformer, especially in the turntable, is from 12 volts, some 6 volts AC going to 50 volts or 75 volts. So anyway, let's check this one. What's the output voltage? I already plugged this unit, so let's check first these 2 pins. My reading here is 36 volts. This is AC. So in AC, no polarity, even if you swap your test probe. There. So it reads here more or less 36 volts. So this is from here going to this part. Now this is my test point from the secondary part. So this is the secondary, this is the primary. This is connected going to the step down transformer. The secondary is these blue wires. So this is my test point. Now let's check again the part here. This is going to the bridge diode. Now set your multi-tester to DC 50 volts. Now let's check the diode. This is the positive side and the negative side of the bridge diode. Let's check the voltage. So I have a reading. This is 43 volts. That's the normal reading when you rectify AC to DC. The AC, 36 volts, you multiply it by 1.414, then you have an output more or less 43 volts DC. Now let's check the pin of the regulator IC. The center pin, this is pin number 2, this is the ground, and the pin number 1 is the input. So we expect here a 43 volts. Yes, I have a 43 volts. Just check the deflection of the needle. Now I'm going to check from the output pin of the IC. This is pin number 3. Let's check the output voltage. Since this regulator IC, this is 7812, we expect that we have a 12 volts output DC. Here's the problem. I only read here more or less 1.5 or 2. Yes, it is 1.5 volts. The output is 1.5 volts. So I have now a suspected component, but I will not suspect first directly to the IC. Maybe there is a short circuit, the part here. But I'm going to pull out first the IC and let's check the output voltage of this IC. This is the part that we test from this part here. This is AC, then it reads here 36 volts. Then from the rectifier or the bridge diode, it reads 43 volts. This is now DC. Then 7812 input reads the same, 43 volts, but the output, it reads 1.5 volts only. It means that there's something wrong on this part here. The part here, we already isolate, it's good, but the part here, I put a question mark. I will not say that the 7812, this is the problem, or maybe some components here are shorted. But let's isolate first this 7812 and let's check this one without the circuit. Let's check again the output voltage. This is the regulator IC. Pin 1 input, pin 2 ground or the negative, pin 3 output. So I'm going to inject here a 12 volts and let's expect that the output voltage is also 12 volts since this is 7812. If you inject here 24 volts or higher, it must be 12 volts output. This is how 7812 works. Now I already connect the input voltage and this is 12 volts. This is not regulated 12 volts. And my negative, I connect to the tub because the tub here is connected to pin number 2. Then I set my multi-tester to 50 volts. And if we expect here 12 volts, my needle will read this part here. This is the 12 volts. Now let's check first the input voltage. It reads here 16 volts. So that's normal for a 12 volts not regulated, 16 volts. Now let's check the output. We expect that the output is 12 volts since this is 7812 regulator IC. Check the deflection of my needle. This is 5.1 volts only. Again, the input voltage 16 volts. The output voltage of this 7812 is only 5.1 volts. So my suspected component is this 7812. So I'm going to replace this one with new and let's find out if the turntable will turn on and spin. This is my new 7812, AN 7812, and the old 7812 still the same, AN or without AN. And I'm going to replace this one with this new. Before I will place this one in the circuit board, let's check first the voltage. This is the input. It reads here 16 volts. Output, it reads here 11.1. So 11.1, it is a normal voltage for this 7812, 11 to 12 volts. Sometimes it reads 13. So more or less, it is in the range of 12 volts. Compared to the busted one, this is only reads 5 volts. So I'm going to place this one and let's check again the voltage in the circuit board. Now I already placed the IC and the part here is the strobe light. I will turn on the power, check here. It has a red light. There. Now let's check the voltage of this IC, the output voltage. it reads here 11 volts. So you compare to the other one, this one, it only reads 5 volts on the output side part here of the IC. So I'm going to put back the cover here and let's test this unit. And here it is, guys. I will share only 33 RPM and that's all. And it works. It has now the power. So if you encounter this kind of problem, make sure you test first the voltage, then check other components. Hope this video helps and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.